G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. Today we're looking at still repotting trees, and as I mentioned to you last video, I had a Japanese maple that I'd repotted, and this is the second Japanese maple that I want to repot. It's a really nice old Japanese maple, starting to get the nice white bark naturally on it. Still got a few wounds that it's trying to heal, but it's got this beautiful lovely semi-cascade branch out here that really is a focal point of the tree. The top, the apex, nice tree, but it's a little straight in this area, you can see. But give it time, a lot of the branching, it's just a matter of developing branching now and ramification on this tree. Repotting though, I haven't repotted this, I didn't repot this last year, so it's been 2 years in this pot. And what I found is the water isn't penetrating as well, and you see the moss growing naturally and a few weeds as well. So time to repot this tree, simple as that. I'm going to have a look at the roots. If the other Japanese maple is anything to go by, should be pretty rock solid with roots. And we can have a nicer, closer inspection of what the whole tree looks like as well underneath. Above's looking good, but I want to see what below looks like. So just taking off these wires that I've got in. There's two sets at least, I think. So I must have cross-wired it in a nice way. So we'll have a look what that all looks like. See if it comes out on its own. Not looking likely. Let's have a look. Always. See, I didn't do any work beforehand. Should have maybe done some pre-work, but yeah, well, if these are anything to go by, I think it's full of roots. Come out easily. Let's see if I can pull it out now. No, not likely. So, one thing I didn't mention is this pot actually has a crack in it, and it was due to this tree being knocked down with the wind last year. Now it's at the back here at the moment, but I'm concerned that if I try and pull this out, I reckon the pot's going to crack totally. It is what it is. Unfortunately, this only is a Chinese pot, nothing too expensive or fancy, luckily. But I don't have anything that's going to easily replace this in terms of look and feel. So I'm going to have to use something I've got, like more for a juniper kind of grey, or not grey, brownish pot. But I think this pot is done for, so it's unfortunate, but these things happen. So I think it's going to crack when I try and open this anyway, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, that's it, I knew it would. Unfortunately, cracked pot, so it's not much I can do. Good news is this tree is full of roots, so not much point wasting time. Yeah, it's falling apart now. Here's another piece. I didn't realise that was going to happen, but it's happening. So let's just get the tree out. Oh, look at that. I wonder no more water was getting through it. Have a look at that. 2 years worth of growth. Shows you maples how good they are and strong they are. That's like shaped of the pot. It's pretty cool. But not cool that I broke that pot. Well, it wasn't really my fault, to be honest. It was the wind one day. We had a few windy days last season. So unfortunately, in the bin it goes. So it is what it is. All right. So let me take you through this bit now. Let's go. So lots the same thing I do as always. I comb the top, especially getting rid of the weeds. So I will go and get rid of all this. So they're really nice and healthy. So the tree's done really well in this mix. I think that's the beauty of my mix. It's really nice. That's really fine growth. So I'm super happy with that. But I've got a bit of work to do here. So let me rake the roots out, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards, rather than doing a time lapse or anything like that. Just so you can see, it's pretty much, I'm going to rake it all out, rake underneath, rake it all out, give it a good wash, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, pretty straightforward. Just keep using my trusty two-pronged fork, and combing it all out. you know, once you come the roots out in the mix, it just drops away like a really. So you hear the crumbling away, hearing the, yeah, that's all the pumice pieces that I've got in there. A really nice fine root system. But anyway, I'm going to go away and do that, and we'll come back and have a look. Alright everyone, so I've come back and I've see how much I've trimmed off the tree, or the roots. There's the nice, you know, pretty much flat root pad that I've got. Trimmed it all around, looks really good. Now, my dilemma was the pots. The one I thought I could put it into, it wouldn't fit the diameter of the canopy. I mean the root mass. I was going to put it into this. It's quite a nice pot, but it's very much kind of coniferous, anything for conifers, etc., pines. But it wouldn't fit into this round area. It wasn't wide enough, and I couldn't reduce too much more of this. Otherwise, it would get into the big thick wood roots. So I had to do a temporary pot, unfortunately. When you're not prepared, I wasn't prepared for that pot to break. So I've come up with just a recycled pot that I've got. It's not the best, but it's a fairly. The good thing is this is quite deep. It's quite heavy. So don't put the mess, but quite heavy. It's not a bad. It's more of an oval, but it's got that heaviness to give us some sort of semi-cascade. That's the best I can come up with. I did have a round oval drum, but just wasn't. It was just too shallow. It's a lovely Japanese one, but it's just too shallow. I mean, I could put it in this, but I don't think the health of the tree would be very good, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put it in here for today, or for this year, maybe 2 years, until I find the right pot. So it doesn't look too bad. If I angle it correctly, it looks like actually all right. So we're going to go with this pot with this tree. So just quickly wiring this tree in. I put you know how to wire trees in. So you put wire through either sometimes you've got little holes drilled in, which is great. Otherwise you have to go through the drainage holes. So I've got actually two, like more towards it. One wire towards the front, and one wire towards the back. So I have two wires tying the tree in because it's quite a big tree. And it's a bit safer to put in two trees to wire it in. So we just follow the same process as we always do. Get soil in here. Oh, taking a lot of soil. Alright, let's try that for now. I do mound it up. You can probably see that nicely in the camera. And now with this tree I want to put it towards more. I want to put it more towards, oops, sorry. I want to put it more towards this side of the pot. So you'll see that. So let's have a look. I also want to try and get the trunk leaning a little bit more this way. So by putting it more to this side, I should achieve that. Now this root unfortunately sticks out sometimes because it's at the back. But I just want to try and give it that cascade-ish kind of look. Sometimes you play around with it a little bit until you're happy. So that's about as all I can go with this pot because it's too shallow to go any deeper. And you can see this little bit protruding out, but that's okay. It will slowly, we're working out this root down in the future so we can get, you know, a few more years and hopefully I can remove that top part of it so it actually gets lower. Now just pushing it to make sure the front is right. What I'm trying to do is get this, branch here coming towards you a little bit. So if that's the side, you can see how now that's more in the front, which is what I wanted. So it's coming almost towards you, the cascade branch, which is good. Making sure that's not perpendicular to the ground, parallel side to the ground. It's a little bit, but it's slightly higher, so it's good, and then comes down. Alright, and this trunk isn't straight anymore, it's a bit towards, more leaning this way. You can see that in the camera. Cool. So now I'm just going to tie this tree off, hold it into position. Hopefully in 2 years' time I'll be able to find a nice cascade pot for it. Cascade pots aren't the easiest to come by these days. I'm not sure 100% why. or sorry, I should say glazed pots. And not glazed cascade pots are not easy to come by. So I'll keep an eye out for them. Really important, tie your trees in, guys, if you don't know that. I even tie my massive trees that are really big and heavy and won't even move in the pot. I even tie those in. So, okay, where is my scooper? So that's pretty much it. It's tied in nicely. Now I'm going to top it up with soil. I'm working it with chopsticks, and I'll come back and show you the final product. I'm glad you guys are putting your comments in, and I'm hopefully answering everyone's comments that they make. You know, people ask me about even my soil mixture. Yes, I use it for deciduous and conifers, no matter what. It's the same mix I use for everything. If that helps you, deciduous. I'm repotting my trees now in mid to late July, which is a good time for me in Melbourne. It's coming. It's probably I wouldn't say it's mid-winter, but just on the other side of mid-winter, I guess. So that's a good sign for me. And usually you can see the sun's starting to come out. It actually starts to feel a little bit warmer already. I know we have cold days here and there. There's still snow falling in the mountainous areas, but we're not anywhere near the mountains. It's 5 hours away drive. So we've got different temperatures in different areas like everyone. But in Melbourne down here, sometimes there's a burst of warm weather and then things pop and you miss your chance. So mid-July is my time to really start to get motoring on my repotting. That's what I do. So once you work your chopstick in, I was going to cut away, but you see me pushing down with my fingers as well, working the air pockets out, and you can see the decreasing soil mass as I do that. So it really fills in those pockets. Make sure you get it in everywhere. And give the pot a little tap as well. Just hold it up and go. Usually settles a lot of things. So you're happy to answer all your questions, just put them in the comments below. No problem at all, I'll get to you. I usually answer within, an hour or so, so it's not like it take ages to answer. But, here you go. If you want to scoop it like this, you'd be surprised where I found it. It's an ice scooper bucket, ice scooper thing. It's not a proper soil one or whatever. It's just an ice scooper. You find them in like $2 shops, we call them here in Melbourne. I'm sure you got those little convenience kind of stores that've got them. So not $2, but close enough. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go water this tree in, and then I'll clean up the pot, and I'll do a final spin around with a better background. Thanks for watching, guys, and sorry to disappoint you about breaking that pot, but these things happen. See you next time.